What's going on, guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. I'm going to be talking about if the Galaxy S20 is worth the upgrade from the Galaxy S10. Okay, so while these phones do show some similarities, the S20 is going to be a big upgrade in terms of camera quality, the display, and overall loudness. Now, the price points are going to be pretty big. Right now, you can pick up the S10 for about $600 brand new. The S20, $1,000 plus tax over here, so this phone is very expensive. The cool thing is, though, if you are using the S10, you can trade it in on Samsung's website to get the S20 for a much cheaper price. But the other cool thing is you can actually get some cool like coupons and stuff for picking up the S20 from them as well. So I have a link in the description and comments if you guys want to check that out. We're going to be running a Netflix comparison so we can kind of check out the displays on both phones, a loudness test, a gaming test, and I'm going to cover some of the basic specs. So let's flip these phones over. Now the S20 has a slightly bigger display on it, 6.2 inches. It's got a 2x dynamic AMOLED display. The S10 over here, it's got a 6.1 inch dynamic AMOLED display. Yeah, you can see you've got the built-in cameras on the front of these phones. It's on the right on the Samsung S10, and then on the S20 it's right in the middle. But you also can see that there's really no notches on these phones, so that's kind of, you know, nice little benefit. Now, I've got both phones set to the same display settings, so they're like the same display, same volume right now too. I'm gonna load up some of this Castlevania. If you guys haven't checked this show out before, pretty freaking awesome. It's kind of like an animated show, but it's just really good. All right, so we got the S20 up top here, then we got the S10 right below it. I'm just gonna kind of leave them going head to head for a second here. Also, feel free to message below in the comments about, you know, if you can see any differences, and if you guys could smash the like button on this video, you know, to help it rank a little bit. Definitely appreciate that.
You think the Night Hordes came because people weren't religious enough?
Wow, I got this like playing at the same time. It's pretty nuts.
The Archbishop had certain interests that I believe compromised his ability to protect the city and the country.
All right, so the S20, it does look a little bit brighter to me, kind of looking at it from this distance, but you know, clearly the S10 still looks really smooth, so like no issues there at all with this.
Burning of Dracula's wife, I heard all about that. And yet, I arranged it in that. The woman was a witch. And there can be no doubt now that she consulted with the devil. She even married. I see. And I'm here to be disciplined. Not as such. I have a gift.
All right, I'm gonna clear this out so we can actually throw some gameplay up now. Now the game that I'm gonna be comparing both phones with, it's gonna be Into the Dead 2. Definitely one of my favorite zombie shooters when it comes to like first person zombie games, so I think this will be a good one. I'll play one level on each phone, and then I'm going to talk about more of the camera, because I haven't really talked about the camera too much yet, so I do want to, you know, get into that. So we'll start up here on the S20, and we'll make our way down to the S10. Let's do this. Oh, triple kill. That shotgun going. Sneaky. Alright, so I'm going to play the same stage down here on the S10, so let's do this. right, I can definitely when it comes to the sound quality, like I said, the S20 is much louder. I can definitely hear it right now. I mean, it's not even close. Oh, nice little knife right there. Alright, let's get this final kill. Close call right there. Alright, cool. So I finished level 3 on Into the Dead 2, both phones. Gotta tell you, I was definitely feeling it, I think, a little bit more on the S20 because the loudness of this phone is just there. Alright, so, you know, I gotta talk about the cameras on these phones. Now, design camera-wise, I think it actually looks a lot better the way the S20 is, kind of like with it in the top left-hand corner as opposed to like this cross camera. So, definitely like how they did it over here. Now, both these phones, Gorilla Glass designs, kind of like one of the similarities between them, but the back camera on the S20, what this phone can do is insane. So, you know, it's got a 12 megapixel back camera, 10 megapixel front facing camera, but it's got a 64 megapixel telephoto lens on it for taking close-up pictures. I've never seen anything on a phone that can do what this S20 can do. Now, while I'm still getting used to it and I'm kind of just still taking pictures and recording video, I can tell you the camera is, you know, in its own league. It's much better than the S10. So, I mean, you know, upgrading to the S20, like I said, really comes down to if you're somebody who likes to, you know, take a lot of photography, record video, then this is going to be the best phone out there, hands down. The display on it, you know, it's going to be slightly better than the S10, and then of course the loudness is going to be significant on the S20 too. I mean, it's a much louder phone than the S10, and that's it, guys. So, you know, really comes down to you know, if you like to take photography and you want like a louder phone, maybe for like listening to music and watching video. Anyways, that's going to be it. The S10 is still a great phone. It's going to be a little bit cheaper, but you know, if I had to say, is the S20 worth the upgrade? 100%. I wouldn't even think twice about it. It totally is. So I'll have links in the description and comments if you want to check it out on Amazon. I'm sorry, on Samsung, so you can trade it in. If you have an S10 right now, they let you do that. Plus, there's going to be some cool like coupons that you can use for getting the S20. All right, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.